Alright, with a noisy printer and a messy desk, we're going to try to get this done. Today I'm going to go over how to get your stuff out of your OEM bog lower and put it into a Boer Lower from Angry Goat Defense. So I'm going to work on an FDE one just because I think it'll be a lot easier to see. Let's get into it. Highly recommend, these little dental tools. You can get them at Harbor Freight or like any hardware store. That's super handy. And then just like a punch, really any smaller punch will work great. So going kind of over everything we're going to be taking out. Luckily, like our trigger and safety, that's going to stay in there. We will be harvesting a bolt release and your safety, and that is basically it. But it can be tricky, especially getting this part into the Boer Lower. So first things first, we're going to get our pins out. So pull these out as far as they go, and then you're also going to be harvesting the little springs in here. So and these can be a bit of a bug too. The way they work, I call them G springs. I don't know why. They're kind of shaped like a G. They go that way, this and around and up. So it's kind of annoying because when you lift up on this little piece right here, you're like, oh yeah, that's just going to get the pin right out. But it's actually lifting up underneath here too. So there's a couple ways you can do this. You can watch me struggle with it a little bit on camera here, like I'll show you. Another thing to do though is to just take a bigger punch through there with a small hammer and just punch that sucker out. Do this on camera. So I'm actually going to get behind it here and push it forward, and that kind of lifts it without lifting the pin too much. So see if you can see that in there, how I'm pushing it this way. So I'm trying to unwind it instead of just lifting up on it. I'm trying to unwind it a little bit, and again, I'll try to stay on camera. I'm looking around my camera right now to do this. So but I try to just get in there with horrible lighting right now too. I don't know if you can tell, it's raining super hard. It's all grungy here in Oregon right now, which is good. That's why it's so green. I need that rain. Alright, so we've kind of slipped that over a little bit. So now I'm gonna grab my little dental tool. It's like freaking picking a lock, man. So this is probably the hardest part, honestly, of disassembly. Just keep working at this. Sorry about the lighting. I know my hand's like covering up where my light's coming from. So, in true gun fashion, we're all just gonna have to tinker. There we go. Alright, so eventually you'll get it to slip out like so. Again, watch these springs. You'll need them to get them out. Very, very slowly pull them out like that. That one came out really nice. Sometimes they flick out and they just like go flying. So I've spent many an hour on the ground looking for those. It's out. Extractor comes right off. Yeah. So now we're gonna want to turn it this way. This thing is a big old bucket of fun. All you gotta do is release this little pin. It's pretty rad. I like to orient it this way, and then press in as far as I can so that pin has somewhere to go. And then sometimes you can just press it through, and sometimes it'll really fight you. Let's press it through more. Just gonna go through there with our little punch. Boop. Again, that can go flying. I just got really lucky that it didn't. Honestly, really surprised I haven't lost anything on this video yet. Take that out, and then this sucker is a million pieces. It's like one of my favorite magazine releases, but it is a lot of pieces. So just be careful taking out this side, because you have this that can come off, this pin comes out, and then there's that little spring there too. So I like to try to just keep it all together, and then this side just comes out real easily. And the beauty of this, it doesn't really matter what you start with. We'll just get our OEM things in for now, and then we'll talk about trigger and grip. So let's get the bear out of the way. This is the hardest part to put in. You can kind of see like just like a puzzle piece. Fits in exactly how it went in on your OEM lower. And this is where it gets real obnoxious, because if you had a third arm, you could just freaking squeeze this like this, and then use another hand to put the pin in. So if you have someone helping you, do that. I do not. And so, freaking, this is gonna be really fun to do on camera. There you go. See where that needs to line up, and you see where you gotta press it. So what I do, oh, it's fun. Okay, I like to get it kind of started on there so that in that hole, I'm making like a shelf. You see that, how I made a little shelf? And I try to set the pin on that little shelf, like so, without putting it in too much, which I might have done. Oh, yep, put in too much. So a little enough shelf that if you press it just enough, it'll just slip past it. But we want it to sit on that shelf. Then we're just gonna press down, see if we can get everything in there. Oh, come on. I'm telling you guys, this is the worst part about putting this thing together. Once you get it together, it's really satisfying. We're having to get that. Yeah, highly recommend if you have someone to help you. There we go. If you have someone to help you, I went a little bit too far. Let them help you, because it makes life a whole lot easier. So you want to center that pin. There you go. You want to make sure that it goes fully into that recess part. It's such a simple design, but it's such a good design. Okay, after that, I'm gonna get our little G-springs put in like so. And these I did tighten the tolerance a little bit on, just so that they're in there real good. So I kind of set it on top there. You can see that? Yeah. So now I'm going to press it in so you can see where it's kind of hooked on right here. So we just want to, hooked on right there. We just want to press that this way so that it goes in. This is, again, really weird to do on camera. Let me see. Sorry, I know I'm in the bottom of the frame. There it goes. So once it's like that in there, now I can just kind of like push it down. I like to push it down from the bottom of the loop. And there you go. And basically the same exact thing on this side. You know, and these, yeah, there we go. So that they're not like super, they don't need to be one direction to work, because the mechanism works the same, you know. Under spring tension, it just, the pin is held in. So, and you'll just want to finagle that in, and so that it sits all the way down like the other one did. Now we're just gonna shove these pins in. Sometimes they are super easy, and sometimes they fight. Our bolt releases on there too. There we go, just like that. Pretty dang simple. This is literally just gonna go on like any other AR-15 safety and whatnot. The only other thing is that these will come with a nut right here. It should be pretty snug in the spot for it. So you can slip them in by hand, and what I recommend is just making sure the flats of the nut are as parallel with the flats of this, just so that we can fit whatever grip we want. I did make this a little bit thinner. So from here, you just do what you would do with AR-15. You know, you put in your trigger group that you're gonna run, whether it's a cassette or a two-piece. These will run both. And then you're gonna put through your safety with your detent, and then your detent spring, grip over that, and just tighten your grip up, and you will have an assembled Boer Lower. So I hope that helps everyone, and if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments. Feel free to email me, angrygoatdefense@gmail.com. And yeah, these are coming in black, OD green, and FDE. That's all the colors I'm planning for now. I don't know if you guys want to see anything crazy, let me know. And yeah, just let me know what you think. I'd love to see other people's Boer Lower builds. I've been having a blast doing this project, so let me know what you think.